that played Elvis. I don't
Hey,
know.
y'all, we're here
It was
watching the
incredible.
Music City
It
Grand
was
Prix.
crazy. I think it focused so much on the Colonel that I was just slimed out by him. I think because we're in the industry, but
Sure.
it was an amazing movie. It was great.
It was one of those where it was kind of it was so
It was
sad.
sad.
I mean, I knew that
Yeah.
it was a tragic story, but then when you're watching that, but it all is also so inspiring at the same time.
When you understand the industry like we do, and you look at just the sadness that he had, but also my grandmother, my mama Pierce, she wore black in her beauty shop for a week after Elvis died. Like, that's the kind of impact that he had on people.
Oh, that is
and so you just go,
incredible.
oh my goodness.
That
But
is
he was so
amazing.
sad. That made me sad.
Well, you are just a ray of light. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Carly Pierce, for hanging out with us.
Thank you.
We love you.
Love you.
Live from downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Welcome, everybody. I'm Bill Cody, WSM Radio, Circle Television. Along with Natalie Stovall, we'll be doing social media, checking in with you throughout the evening on streaming. It's a special Big Machine Music City Grand Prix version of the show that made country music famous. The Grand Ole Prix, we call it on this night every year. And an Opry fan favorite in a short amount of time. I am so happy to introduce her from the top tonight. From Zebulon, Georgia, she's amassed over 65 million views on Facebook and over 6 million views on YouTube. 2022 Next Women of Country and Real to Me, The Way I Feel, her debut album, full album, comes out October 14th on Big Machine. Would you welcome? Listen to that. Even the drivers applaud this lady. Callista Clark, get your night started. Make her feel at home. Put your hands together now.
Dude, that's a lot of us. Let's move on.
Nashville, how y'all feeling? Well, this is my second year getting to play the Grand Prix. This is my 9th time at the Opry, and I'll tell you what, I just don't ever get tired of this right here. I'm gonna play something new for y'all. It's called Brave Girl, alright? Brave girl, sitting in the back of the class, afraid to raise her hand. Brave girl, straightening your curls like the mother girls. You don't wanna stand out. You'll learn to love the pieces of your messy, broken heart, and all the things you think you hate that make you who you are. Be brave, girl. Jump in and make your own way, girl. Say what you wanna say, say it like you mean it. You're gonna be okay, even if you don't believe it. Hey, girl, don't you go and hide your face, girl. Just hit 'em with a smile, even when you feel afraid. Every single mile, every step along the way. Be brave, girl. Brave girl. Walking by the boy that don't know your name, wishing he would care more. What you scared for? Fake it till you make it and you'll make it on, girl. 'Cause you don't even know the things you're gonna do. Be brave, girl. Jump in and make your own way, girl. Say what you wanna say, say it like you mean it. You're gonna be okay, even if you don't believe it.
I'll be back.
Hey, girl, don't you go and hide your face, girl. Just sit down with a smile, even when you feel afraid. Every single mile, every step along the way. Be brave, You'll learn how the pieces of your messy, broken heart, and all the things you think you hate that make you who you are. Brave girl, jump in and make your own way, girl. Say what you wanna say, say it like you mean it. You're gonna be okay, even if you don't believe it. Hey, girl.
Oh yeah. Oh, easy there.
Y'all still with me, Nashville? So the Opry is my absolute favorite place to play. And now we are in the middle of Nashville getting to play at the Grand Ole Opry. I don't know about you guys, but I think this is just the coolest thing that I've ever seen. We'll play another new song for y'all. It's called Sad.
If you listen to the studio vocals on this song, it's really cool. Go check it out.
If you were such a heartbreaker, if you're some kind of silver tongue, if you were such a breath taker, and if you were the only one, and boy, if you're a bar setter, if you're some kind of Romeo, if you were such a hard to forgetter, and I'm supposed to be a wreck 'cause you let me go, then why ain't I sad? Why am I over here, over you laughing? Why ain't I mad? Still sitting real pretty after what happens, ain't losing no sleep. My dreams are sweet. I bet you think I'm missing what we had, but if I'm supposed to cry through the lonely nights 'cause you say goodbye, why ain't I sad? I thought I'd fall to pieces, yeah, like he said I would, and overthinking reasons and doing all the things that do me no good. If I'm supposed to be messed up, you ripped up, you left me in words of reply. Why ain't I? Why am I over here, over you laughing? Why ain't I mad? Still sitting real pretty after what happens, ain't losing no sleep. My dreams are sweet. I bet you think I'm missing what we had, but if I'm supposed to cry through the lonely nights 'cause you said goodbye, well, why ain't I sad? So I think you think you're God's gift to life. No, and if that's true, and I should be broken up about us breaking up, then why ain't I sad? Why am I over here, over you laughing? Why ain't I mad, baby? Still sitting real pretty after what happens, ain't losing no sleep. My dreams are sweet. I bet you think I'm missing what we had, but if I'm supposed to cry through the lonely nights 'cause you said goodbye, well, why ain't I sad? Why ain't I no, no. Why ain't I sad?
Hell yeah. Such a banger.
Well, hello everybody, Natalie Stovall here, and I am here with the gorgeous, the talented, one of my favorite humans on the planet, Miss Callista Clark. Hey girl, how you doing?
Good, it's good to see you again.
It's so good to see you again. The first time I met you was last year here at the Grand Prix.
I know, second year in a row.
I know, I'm so
I'm excited.
excited that you're back.
Yes, it's gonna be so much fun.
It really is. So now, we just saw each other on the West Coast because we were both playing Watershed at the Gorge. It was my first time there. Had you ever been there before?
I played Watershed last year, and I was
So
on
cool.
the side stage, the Next from Nashville stage.
Yes.
Yes, that was so much fun. So it was incredible to be able to go back the next year on the main stage, and you
Like,
guys sounded great.
Already graduated up to the main stage. That's incredible.
It was so much fun. So hot.
So hot, but different hot than this. Like, this is hot, but that was harder for me because there's
Yes.
no humidity.
Yeah, so dry, and we landed in Washington the day before, and it was 115 degrees.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Well, I would imagine that when you were on stage, it might have even been hotter for you. I know when we were on stage, it was 105 degrees, y'all.
Yeah.
105.
Yeah, I don't even know how you prepare for that,
I know.
especially, camping and doing the festival thing.
I know. It's
Yeah.
amazing because all the people that are watching the show, they stake out their positions. They're there from your
Yeah.
first note, but they're on asphalt, and I don't know how they
Yeah.
deal with that heat.
It was so hot.
I mean, I just kept chugging water, and I don't know where it went. It just came out in sweat, I guess.
Yes, we tried our best. We did what we could do.
Well, how has the rest of the summer festival season been going for you?
Absolutely incredible. For the last 2 years, it's been a whirlwind of radio tour and radio shows and festivals and just everything. And, it's been absolutely just so much fun every
Yeah.
single second. And I'm so excited to be back here for the Grand Prix for the second year. I think it's the coolest thing.
Well, it's been so fun to watch you rise because, I mean, you came out of the gate swinging. You were already doing so much from the get. So is there anything about this lifestyle, because we've talked a lot about this off camera, but is there anything about this lifestyle so far that surprises you? Either good or bad?
Oh, I don't know. I feel like one of the biggest things for me is just being with my fans and the people at shows and knowing what to continue to write based off of that and just
Yeah.
how impactful that is alone. Because before that and during quarantine, I was just kind of going off of what I thought people would like, and now I'm
Yeah.
actually able to test it and see what songs are working and see that people are starting to know them more and more. And
Yeah.
it's just really special to be on the road, not through a computer, not quarantined.
hallelujah.
I'm still so happy about all of that.
I know. And I need to know your secrets about how and where you shop. Because literally every time I see you, you're in something different and you just look like a magical being.
Thank you.
Do you do it all yourself?
It's a mix usually.
Okay.
It's a mix.
Okay.
But this one came from my stylist.
Amazing.
Yeah, I'm super excited about this one. She's done a lot of my Opry looks. She did my one that I did last year for the Grand Prix also, the all blue, the pantsuit.
Yes,
And
yes, that was so cool.
yeah, I love
Well, that was
that
the
one.
first time that I ever saw you, and you were like, we were getting ready together, and then you went and got changed, and you walked out, and I was like, oh my goodness, so amazing.
I loved that outfit so much last year. I was so happy with it. So this year I was like, what in the world am I gonna wear this year?
You look amazing. Well,
Thank you.
we're gonna let them get back to the stage right now. Thank you so much, Callista Clark.
Thank you too.
Made it up to the main.
You wish I was simple, but I'll never be that. Thinking that I think too much and I talk too fast. Might be born in the same year, but boy, we ain't the same age. If you're in the same club, but we ain't on the same page. Nah, it ain't your fault, boy. Not even gonna make you sad. I'll make a call, boy. I can't help it, I'm one of a kind. I'm more than a piece of art. If I ain't what you like, well, it's alright. You won't be one-dimensional woman. It's okay, I understand. I seem too complicated for ya. It's 'cause I am. It's 'cause I am. If I'm a little too salty, it's 'cause you're too sweet. If you can't find the rhythm, it's 'cause I make my own beat. You call it stubborn, I'm calling it short. I'm in a big deal, little league. You can't keep up and I'm gonna get bored. I can't help it, I'm one of a kind. I'm more than a piece of art. If I ain't what you want, well, it's alright. You won't be one-dimensional woman. It's okay, I
gorgeous Callista Clark, one of my favorite artists and human beings that is out there working it, hitting the road. You've been touring like crazy. Now, but you've also been writing like crazy. I mean, you just put out an album, right?
It's coming out in October,
Oh, my
and I have
goodness.
waited so long to be able to say that I'm finally putting out my whole full-length album. I've been writing in Nashville since I was 14, and the title track of this album is one that I wrote in my first co-write ever when I was 14.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm 18 now,
Yeah.
and I think songwriting is so special. For me, I tried to write something that was relatable to all ages.
Yeah.
And I feel like this song, Real to Me, is just something that you can hopefully relate to no matter how old or young you are. So
Yes.
it's so incredibly special to me and one of my favorite songs that I've ever written. And I was really glad that we're able to stick with this era for a little while
Yes,
longer.
yeah. Well, you did a lot of the recording. I remember reading about the process for you because you worked with Nathan Chapman. We love our Nathan Chapman here in Nashville. But you did a lot of it back and forth during quarantine, right? I mean,
For sure.
that had to be, I guess you don't have that much to compare it to if this is your
Yeah.
first album.
Yeah.
So you don't know what it's like going into the studio and being there present. But that had to be such an exciting process, just the back and forth.
It was. So for the first EP that I put out, we did 5 songs.
Yeah.
And like you said, we did everything from home. So Nathan had some of his favorite musicians, whether it was a session musician or just a songwriter that he knows that plays guitar in a really unique way.
Right.
He was able to get everybody from their house to do one thing at a time.
Yeah.
And we really loved that process. It felt more unique and more rare and more special to do it that way. So when we went back in the studio to cut the new 5 for the album, we wanted to match the vibe, but also we just love doing it that way because we're such perfectionists.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was a lot of fun to go back and have the same people from their house whenever they had time, whenever they were feeling inspired, to just send it in, and we were able to use the smallest pieces of things that we liked. It was great.
That had to be so fun for you too to actually get to dig in that way.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, I know how musical you are, so I know that you were directing traffic with all that. Like, hey, I really like this, I don't like this. Do you enjoy that part or is it overwhelming?
I do love all of that. Whether it's the vocal ad-libs, different harmonies, different textures. But coming from you, that's a huge compliment.
Gosh.
Girl, you are so talented. You're so good.
Thank
Your fiddle playing, it's crazy.
I love you. Do y'all see why I love her so much? But I mean, for me, I think being able to do that on my first album, I didn't really have that much say because I was just so blown away by the whole process.
Yeah.
You know, but being able to take that time, I think you're really, really going to appreciate that as you move forward because that will always evolve, you know. But Nathan is such a superstar.
Yeah.
I love working with him.
And it's incredible.
Did you write any of the songs with him?
Not any of those. I've written with him before. And
Okay.
honestly, every time we write, it ends up with us just being like, what about this guitar tone? And what about this piano? And what about this musical thing? And we never really get lyrics done.
Yeah.
So that tends to be how our writes go, which makes it really great for producing. And
Absolutely.
for some of the vocals for the more sassier songs, he was like, okay, Callista, I know you're a very reserved person, but for this take, I want you to literally like jump up and down and like really sing it, or we're doing this again.
That
You know?
is so cool.
Yeah,
like
it's
when
great.
you get to start digging in like that, that's so much fun.
I mean, because
Well,
y'all, yeah.
we've already got to go back to stage, but thank you so
Love that,
much.
yeah.
Callista Clark, you guys.
Midland tonight at the Grand Prix.
Good group right here.
It's the good time. It's the walking on the wall on a Saturday night when you're lonely. Down in the dark. I'm the number that you know my broken heart. I guess I don't miss you right now. Holding on to you and talking about what's done. It's the lonely you're lonely. Play the guitar, boy. If you got a girl, you better treat her right. You better never tell a lie, you better never start a fight. Plenty eggs in for you, guess who's on the line? So hard to find. There's the lonely, there's the good time. There's the warning on a wall on a Saturday night. I'm the dog, I'm the number that you know about broken heart. There's a light on this right now. All the girls are talking about one on. There's the lonely, one on. There's the lonely. Long live the blue. Here's a brand new one from our new album, The Last Resort. Greetings from, we wrote with our buddy John Osborne from the Brothers Osborne. Hey. Ain't got no trail left on these times. Ain't got no soul left on these boots. I'm pretty damn good at starting fires. They never feel good at planting roots. And I had a dollar and a tattoo for every heart I broke. I have a mansion in Malibu, and you call me Post Malone. I'm in paycheck, paycheck. Long neck and long hair, sound of the sunset, riding the wheels come on. Mount Coda, Mount Gopper, round-aided truck stop there. Paycheck to paycheck till my money's all done with. Yeah, I'm rolling like a tumbleweed. Old Smokey's out on my trail. Ain't got no faces left up my sleeve. So I go to Texas and y'all can just go straight to hell. I'm down paycheck to paycheck, long neck and long hair, sound of the sun. Lost boys way up in smoke. I went tripping, my back slipping, working the thunder, don't mind them. Paycheck to paycheck, long neck to long hair, sound of the sunset, riding till the wheels come off. Now go to Mount Gopher, I need a truck stop there. Paycheck to paycheck till my money's all gone. Paycheck to paycheck, my money's all gone.
Well, hello everyone. It's Natalie Stovall here, and I am Clark. I love this woman. So good to talk to you right now.
Good to see you too.
I mean, we've been able to see each other a little bit out on the road. It was so fun standing side stage with you watching Ernest play at Watershed. How cool was that?
It was incredible. Oh my gosh, I feel like for such an iconic festival like that, they do such a great job of showing who's been there each year and where they've been
Yes.
after that and how fast
Yeah.
it happens for everybody. It's so cool. And having somebody like Ernest on the stage, and you know, we're standing side stage by Morgan
I know we're
Wallace.
just standing there with
Come
Morgan
on,
Wallace.
He's playing
no big deal.
he's playing Morgan's songs, like the songs that he's written for Morgan. It's crazy.
It was crazy to me too, the fans, because they were singing louder than he was.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
the roof was about to go off that place on that stage.
That's got to be the most incredible feeling.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you're starting to experience that too out on the road with people singing your lyrics back to you. How has that been?
It's incredible. It's so great. And it's, you know, it's more and more every show, and it's something that's so special to be able to watch and
Yeah.
see that grow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just the best.
With our buddy John Party is called Long Neck Way to Go and is coming at you right now. Thanks to our friends at the Opry and for Big Machine for having us tonight. Appreciate you guys. I've got a long, long neck way to go.
These dudes are so good.
It's damn fast. It's getting on the show, going down slow and closing. I'm losing time and I ain't even close. I got a long, long way to go. Keep 'em coming, bartender, don't tell me I'm running out of time. If these tickets keep falling, we'll last come just my last come night. I've got a long, long way to go. Well, this heartbreak is going damn fast. It's getting over you, sure going down slow and closing. I'm losing time and I ain't even close. I've got a long, long way to go. Here It's getting over you, show go down slow and it's closing. I'm losing time and I ain't even close. I got a long, long way to go. Yeah, sure got a long, long way to go. Hey, we're Midland from Austin, Texas. Thank you guys for having us out here tonight. We just drove the bus straight in from Billy Bob's out in Fort Worth, Texas, and back-to-back shows. We're just writing the music that we love, and we're so glad that it moves you guys too. Thanks for having us tonight. This one's for you. One more night, one more down, one more way, more right. The first one in, last one out. Give it this time, lots of talking about. But they don't know, but they don't know. People say I've got a drinking problem. That ain't no reason to stop. People saying that I'm living off the bottom just 'cause I'm living on the road. Yeah, some broken-hearted thinking problems over my life a while. People say I've got a drinking problem, but I've got no problem drinking it up. They keep on talking, drawing conclusions. Call it a problem, I call it a solution. Last Congress, later and later, I called in here so I don't have to wait. Same old folks, same old songs, same old blue neon, same old buzz. Just because people say I got a drinking problem, that ain't no reason to stop. People saying that I've been on just 'cause I'm living on the road. Yeah, some broken-hearted thinking problems over my life a while. People say I've got a drinking problem, but I've got no problem drinking it all. They keep on talking, drawing conclusions, call it a problem. Just sitting there in all my grand illusion. You call it a problem, I call it a solution. Whoa, whoa. Just a solution. Sing it with us, come on, here we go. It's a broken-hearted thinking problem. Over my life a while. People say I've got a drinking problem, but I've got no problem drinking it all. People say I've got a drinking problem. Now you go. People saying that I'm in my bottom just 'cause I'm living on the road. It's a broken-hearted thinking problem. Over my life a while. People say I've got a drinking problem, but I've got no problem drinking it all. They keep on talking, drawing conclusions, call it a problem. Just sitting there in all my grand illusions, call it a problem, I call it a solution. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you, Aubrey. Thank you, Nashville. Shout out to Jimmy Johnson. Hey.
we here? We are here with
We're
Midland.
here. Yeah,
Straight off the stage.
Straight off stage, straight into Bush Light.
Okay.
Haven't had one of these since high school. It's pretty dang good. Okay.
Okay, well, I saw you pounding the liquid death earlier, so you're
Yeah.
just getting ready, pre-gaming
Well,
for the
yeah.
Bush Light.
Now we're just celebrating. We just finished back-to-back nights at Billy Bob's straight in Nashville to play for the Opry. It's pretty cool. We were just saying right before with the band, we got a really weird job.
Yeah, it is. It's the strangest job, and you wake up every day and you're like, where am I right now?
Yeah, well, we were feeling that way. We woke up with our entire crew on our bus.
Literally.
Because our other bus broke down, and that was a bizarre start to the day.
I mean,
And the day started at 2:30 p.m., so...
hey, so where did everybody sleep when the crew got on the bus and you woke up with 18 guys?
Luckily, it happened at 10 in the morning, so they had already gotten their cat naps in.
Got it. So there wasn't
But
like
it's
sleeping on the floor and
It's an
everything
alarming
else.
situation coming out of your bunk to see 18 grown men sitting in your
I thought I was dreaming. I went in to go take a pee, and I was like, no, that's not real. And then I came out, and they were all still there, and I was like, this is really weird. But yeah, it's fun, man.
So
That
you
was
didn't
really
even
fun.
feel the bus stop when everybody got on?
I did, yeah.
Oh, you did?
I knew
Okay.
something- yeah, I knew something
Usually
was going
somebody
on.
does.
Because we pulled over on the shoulder of the road, and I was like, that's not good.
That is just crazy. Well, guys, it is so great to talk to you. Thank you for coming out to play. We got to get back to that stage right now.
Thanks, y'all.
Knows how to make you think you're the best thing, but I know what happens next, girl. Hey, ex-girl, you think that you know better? Maybe the last girl was just a little bitter and jaded. Yeah, there ain't no doubt. But if he ever talks about the ex-girl, she tried like hell and it was too late to save herself. So now she's just trying to help the next girl. Yes, I am! Now I bet you popped in and had a bar and then walked into your car. I bet he said, get out the boss, that's hard. Yeah, I remember that bar. He knows how to say all the right things, knows how to get you out of that dress, knows how to make you think you're the best thing, but I know what happens next. You're gonna think it's all your fault, it's just a switch that he turns off. I bet you think it's love, but I promise you it's not. Oh no, it's not. Oh, and I bet you walked in and had a bar and walked into your car. I bet he said, get out, boss, that's hard. Yeah, I remember that bar. He knows how to say all the right things, knows how to get you out of that dress, knows how to make you think you're the best thing, but I know what happens next, girl. National Grand Prix, how we feeling? Are you guys hot, or are you past the point of sweaty, or I love you? Oh my goodness, anytime that I get to be a part of anything that the Grand Ole Opry is doing and anything that Big Machine is doing, I am there. So happy to have you guys here. It's rare that I get to play in Nashville, so this is kind of nice to just be able to, go home tonight. I have a brand new single out at Country Radio that I'm so excited about. Yes. If you followed my journey over the last few years, I put out this record called 29 Written in Stone. And it has just completely blown my mind what has happened with this music. And this song, I feel like fans have loved it since I wrote it. And so this is kind of like my little gift to you. So this is What He Didn't Do. Everybody's asking what the hell happened, wondering why it all went wrong. And Mama always said, if you can't say something nice, then don't say anything at all. And And I'm already halfway over him, and I ain't taking time to turn around. So I'ma take the high road, even though we both know I could run him out of this town. And that's just dirty laundry. I don't need to wear the truth. So I ain't gonna tell you everything he did, but I'll tell you what he didn't do. Treat me right, put me first, being man of his word. Stay home 'cause he wanted to. And always fight for my love, hold on tight like it's something that he couldn't stand to lose. The devil's in the details, I won't tell that he put me through. All I know is in the end it wasn't what he did, no, it was what he didn't do. Oh yeah. And I ain't met the right one yet, but I know when I do. Now treat me right, put me first, be a man of his word. Stay home 'cause he wanted to. And always fight for my love, hold on tight like it's something that he can't stand to lose. The devil's in the details, I won't tell that he put me through. All I know is in the end it wasn't what he did, no, it was what he didn't do. And all I know is in the end it wasn't what he did, no, it was what he didn't do.
Thank you. Well, hey everybody, Natalie Stovall here, hanging out at the Music City Grand Prix Opry with the best, Mr. Brantley Gilbert.
How's it going? Good to see you.
It is so good to see you. I am so happy every time I get to hang out with you.
I know, me too.
And I'm very impressed with you've been working out, boy. Everybody
Well,
else
thank you.
gained weight during COVID. This one gained the right kind of weight. You've been beefing up. I love
Well,
it.
no, I had me a big old belly. I had to get rid of the dad bod.
See, I don't believe that. I've never seen you with dad bod. You always look ripped. It's
My
awesome.
wife could tell you, it was there.
Well, the last time I saw you, we were doing that concert together at the Wild Horse, the Tunnel to Towers concert. Wasn't that amazing?
That was a lot of fun. We got to bring out Jelly Roll, and man, just what a better cause to hang out and really play some good music for some folks, have a great time.
Yeah, and they ended up raising over $8 million. Did you know that for the
I did
veterans?
not know that.
And
That
getting
is
veterans
amazing.
in housing. I think that's the most amazing thing. And you do so much like that. You care so much about our military. I know you've been overseas before, and that's a lot of things that really matter to you.
Absolutely. You know, knowing what I know now about, the military and service, I'll always feel like it was something that I should have done that I didn't. And anyway, we get an opportunity to give back, we try to make the best of it.
Yeah, well, I know you've been to Kuwait. I mean, you've been all over the world playing for the troops, which is incredible.
We have, and I tell you, it's the most appreciative group of people we've ever played with.
It is.
Or for, and yeah, every time we've done something with the military, it's been a life-changing experience. And I'm not saying that because it sounds good. I'm saying that because it's the honest to God truth.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. Now, you said something about Jelly Roll earlier. Y'all are touring together, right?
We are. We've got some dates on the books, and we're actually working on some other stuff too. We can't talk much about yet, but yeah, I got a lot of respect for the guy, man. It's, he's a what you see is what you get kind of guy. And I appreciate a lot of things about him, so I'm looking forward to seeing what we can put together.
I would love to be a fly on the wall backstage at that tour. I feel like the shenanigans are going to be out of control.
Let's just say it's a good thing I quit drinking 10 years ago.
I love that. Have you been out on the road a bunch this summer?
I have. We've stayed pretty busy. It's been hot.
It has been so hot. I know.
It's really hot, but a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Busy beats bored any day of the week. During COVID, I about lost my mind. So it's been great to be out and about.
Yeah, it's good to see people at the shows and not just be staring into a camera anymore.
I think, I think we forgot how important it is to spend time together and really, what live music does for people.
Yeah.
And it's it's heavy, and you know, I'm glad we're back at it. We can really feel those vibes every night. Like, I feel like everybody else is glad too. So
I feel that way too, and I mean, your show is so incredible. There's no restraining this boy right here. I mean, it is so entertaining to watch you play. I want to know, of all the festivals, what is your favorite festival stage?
that's a
Or
tough
one
one.
of them.
That's a tough one. I'll say Watershed's always a lot of fun.
Did you do that one this year?
I did not this
Okay,
year.
I got to do that for the first time this year. I mean, that is one of the most gorgeous views I've ever seen from
That
stage.
and Red Rocks will always be one of my favorite venues of all time. It's just, you know, there's so much history there, and it's amazing.
Yeah, I have yet to go to Red Rocks, so that's one that I can't wait
You
to
gotta
check
go.
off my list.
You
So
gotta
when does the tour start with you and Jelly Roll?
I'm not
Is it
sure
this fall?
exactly on the exact day, but it's coming up here pretty
Okay,
soon.
okay, and y'all have been working on some music together too, right?
We actually played a couple shows together already down in Florida. So we're gonna bounce back
Testing
out
the
and do
waters
some
a little
more.
bit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just kind of seeing what happens.
And I'm sure there was no reaction to that one.
It's a recipe for a lot of awesome stuff, and you know, yeah, we just he and I have to be careful around each other because he's one of those guys that, man, our personalities are just two personalities that wind up in jail together sometimes. So
Two very big personalities.
yeah, we'll call it big.
Yeah. Well, I like you said, I mean, it's probably good, but also it would be fun to see you drinking with Jelly Roll too.
Yeah, I think we're probably better.
I think you guys are better not doing that. That's amazing.
It's a good balance.
Yeah. Well, did you guys first meet in the writing room? Is that how you guys
You know what? We were
started
trying to
collaborating?
figure out exactly how we met a while back. And I was actually a fan of his for a long time. And you know, there's a guy that he'd done some work with in the past who I was a big fan of, and really it kind of just happened organically. And when we met, we really just kind of hit it off, and we're kind of boys right off the bat. So
Yeah,
it's been
yeah.
really cool, man.
That's so fun. And music coming out from you soon?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for that.
We're a little overdue, so
Yeah.
we're
I
ready
know.
to get it out. We're excited.
Well, we're all just waiting with bated breath. We can't wait to hear more music from you. Y'all, Brantley Gilbert, this guy just always brings it. Thank you so much for hanging out with
Oh,
us.
thank you for having me. Always, I appreciate it more than you know.
Is anybody from out of town? Oh my goodness! Welcome to Music City. Is it anybody's first time to Nashville?
Yeah!
Wow! Welcome. I like it. I love you too. Oh my goodness. I feel like the gifts just keep giving in my world these days. To give you a little bit of a backstory with this song, I wrote this song last year, I guess, at the beginning of the year, and when I was thinking about my album, I knew that I wanted some extra girl power on it. So I called on my sister in country music, Miss Ashley McBride, and asked her if she would write a song with me. And we got in the room that day, and I remember it being special, but I remember when we went in the studio and we cut this song, we all knew that it was something bigger than even we knew. And so this song went to radio, and I can't even believe I get to say this. This is my most recent #1 single, which is so fun. Thank you guys for loving this song. Thank you for finding your story in this song. I'm gonna go over here for a minute to be dramatic, because obviously Ashley isn't here, so I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna be Ashley for a minute. This has never wanted to be that girl.
Help me change a tire in the single parking lot. You said we both could use a beer, and I said, hell, why not? What started out as one night
Well, hey everybody, I'm the luckiest girl in the world because I'm getting to hang out with this beautiful angel again, Miss Carly Pierce.
Hi.
It is always just so fun to talk to you.
Oh my gosh, likewise.
I feel like it's so funny. I feel like we get to talk more on camera lately than we've gotten to talk like off camera.
I know, right? Because our schedules are so crazy.
I know, but thank you guys for allowing me to
Yes.
have it because this is how we catch up lately. Okay, so you're on a stadium tour, no big deal. Also, the whole Grand Ole Opry thing, can we just talk about that for a second?
You mean that I pleaded and asked and said I would clean the bathrooms and played like 90 times and then I got to be a member?
Yes, that you worked your butt off and Dolly Parton surprised you with that invitation?
Yeah, I just celebrated a year as a member and it's just, it goes by so fast.
Wow.
That was, for me, kind of the top of the bucket list thing. When I got to play in 2015, I felt like the Opry really took a chance on me. I didn't have a record deal at that time, but they believed in my music. And so just to see it full circle, as a little girl, that's what I dreamt of, was being a member.
Yeah.
So just to see it come true, it's just been so special.
I mean, it is so well deserved, and it's so fun when you go into the Opry House and you know, I mean, you have created a family there, but it truly, it's not lip service, y'all. It is a family when you walk in. And I even see it right now. We've got a lot of the Opry crew guys here, the band guys are here, and they're all like, as they walk past Carly, they're like, Carly! It's like, it's all one big happy family, which makes it even more special to be in that building.
People ask me a lot, you know, what's the Opry like? And it's so hard to describe because there really is just this genuine feeling of these are your family members and they really care about you and they're rooting for you and you see them, you know, a couple, maybe once a month and they know what you're doing and I go to dinner with some of them and I've become just really close to these people that just have cheered me on for the whole thing. So it just is really fun.
Well, and it is a really big deal that I don't know that a lot of people realize that if you don't have a record deal, that's a big deal to have that invite. And so the Opry, they took a chance on you, but I mean, your music was already stunning. That's why you got the record. No, it was. It was. I used to see you at Song Suffragettes. I know what you've been doing. But it's so cool because I can't even remember where I was going with that. But you know, I just want to keep talking about
That they took a chance on me.
That they took a chance on you, but then Pete Fisher introduced you to Busby and introduced you to your producer.
I know.
I mean, that right there is such a Nashville story.
You never know, especially in this town. I feel like young artists, they're always like, what do we do? What's the biggest piece of advice that you could give me? And I always say, move to Nashville, because until you're here and you can figure out, I mean, you and I have very similar stories in the sense of how long it took us to get here, but also very different of how it happened. And I feel like no story is the same. So yes, the Opry was a really big part of my story, and until you get here and you submerge yourself into Nashville, you won't know what that is, and maybe that's your story.
Right, right. And you just have to keep saying yes to things too, because you never know what little or big performance is going to lead to that musical relationship that, you know, changes everything for you.
You connect little dots, and one day that dot is gonna go to the ending point. So you'll see it.
Well, I love watching your trajectory because it is just good. Like, I feel like the graph has been going like this. You've been real steady, and now it's like, whoa. Now it's like Carly Pierce going straight to the moon. It's the best to see. I mean, it's inspiring because there are a lot of us that have been grinding it out for a very long time. But it's so, so lovely to see it happening for you.
I would have never thought it would be at this time in my life,
I
you know?
wouldn't either.
So
but you know what?
Cool.
We're going to have to wrap it up right now. But Miss Carly Pierce, I love you.
Love you. So I have one more song. And then you're going to have an awesome time with somebody else that is really awesome that I've been hanging out with back there. I know that you already know. I'll save it for him. He can close it down. But thank you, Music City Grand Prix. Thank you, Big Machine. Thank you, Grand Ole Opry, for having me. A lot of those people are responsible for my dreams coming true, so this is very nice for me to be here. Y'all, I know I keep saying it, but it has been such a crazy couple of years for me in the best way. And I feel like when I wrote this song, I didn't even know what I was writing. But it has just like been a roller coaster for me in the best way over the last few years because of this song. Kind of this was like the starting point. I wrote this song as an apology to somebody in my past. and I called on my buddy Lee Bryce to come and sing it with me. Yeah, I guess that was the right choice. This song is like won awards with the CMAs and the ACMs. It went double platinum for us, which I had never experienced, and it just shows the power of country music. And I'm from a small town in Kentucky. My mom is watching tonight, so that's why I said hi, Mom. But this is all I've ever wanted to do, and she knows that. And I just thank each and every one of you. If you have ever turned my song up on the radio, or found your truth in one of my songs, or singing with me every single word, or just I made you feel like you weren't alone, God bless you, because I get to do this because of you, and it just is the sweetest gift that I will ever have, so thank you for that. You love Carly's mom. Mom, I hope you heard that. And Nashville, just in case you're wondering, I'm so happy now.
Natalie Stovall here, getting to hang out with one of my favorites, Miss Carly Pierce. I love you so much.
Love you.
So, okay, we've been talking a lot about everything that's been going on in your world, which is all just so lovely right now, but it's also including some sold-out Ryman shows.
Yes. I mean, it's been on my bucket list to get to play at the Ryman, and we put the first show on sale in October, and then it sold out really fast, and so we got to make a second night, and so I'm playing 2 nights at the Ryman in October, and I'm just so excited. It's my first time to get to headline there, and I have some really big special guests that I'm really excited about. I have some awesome opening acts that I'm about to announce that are super important to me in different ways, and I just can't wait to say that, and it's just gonna be really fun.
I love that so much. That's got to be so fun to create a night like that, especially here in Nashville.
Yes.
And a lot of people I hope will be here and be in town so you can draw from all those artists and relationships that you know.
Yes, all your friends. I'm really excited.
Yes, that is so cool. Well, okay, so you've been out with Kenny Chesney. You've also been out doing a lot of the festivals and stuff.
Yes.
I mean, you have been for years.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about festival season.
Mm-hmm.
What is one of your favorites to play?
Oh.
Or one of your favorite shows that you've played?
I mean, I love Faster Horses. I didn't get to play this year because I was out with Kenny, but that's just, I feel like those fans are just so kind.
Yeah.
And they're just, but you just played it, didn't
Yes,
you?
yeah.
They're just, they're on another level. So that's one of my favorites. But I think all of those festivals, and then even getting to play some of like your own shows where you're in the middle of nowhere and you're like, I wonder if people are going to show up, and then like thousands of people come and you have a great time. So you just never know what you're going to get.
What was the show that you played in Iowa where everybody, was it one of yours?
It was my show. It was like a headlining fair, and there were like 10,000 people there, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess people in Iowa like me. You never know.
People in Iowa love you, I would venture to say after that one. Okay, so what is some of the weirdest weather situations you've ever had? Because this summer's been super, super hot. It was 105 on stage when we played Watershed this year, so that was one that was like, oh my goodness, how are we going to get through this? Do you have any weird weather events that have happened during a show?
I just recently played in Salt Lake City with Kenny. You were there!
I was there.
You came. Okay. I was very near. The sun was setting when I was playing, and so the sun was directly on me, and I get so flustered by the sun that I almost, it was the closest in my however many years I've been playing that I almost walked off stage because I thought I was going to either throw up or pass out. But I didn't, but I was very not okay for that.
Goodness.
So sun is not our friend out there sometimes.
It's hard to explain how draining it is when you're on stage.
It's just like makeup and hair, and it's sticking to you, and you're like, oh my god, I need to like perform. It's hard.
Yeah, and you feel like your eyelashes are coming
Yes,
off.
they probably are.
Well, usually when I get off stage from a really hot show like that, one of them's like, and like sticking up and stuff. And I'm always trying to do my hair in braids or ponytails. Do you have like a secret like hairdo for when it's like crazy hot?
Well, not all of us have beautiful hair like Natalie. We have to
stop it.
We have
Look
to clip
at
it
your
in.
hair.
So I have done a ponytail here and there.
I do lots of ponytails.
I need to do more.
Yeah.
I just, even right now, it's like it's sticking to me, and it's just not. It's not a good time for me. I need to do that.
I'm actually very impressed that you have your hair down and that you're not sweating right now.
I'm sweating.
You don't
It's
look like
starting,
you're sweating at all.
right in here and back here. It's starting.
See, mine's everywhere. The girls in my band don't sweat either. It's crazy. All right, Carly, thank you so much for hanging out with us
Thank
today.
you for having me.
Thanks, live streamers. Well, I sure am happy now. Oh my goodness, doesn't Carly sound amazing? Y'all, this is the most incredible summer night in Nashville. I haven't felt Nashville feel this way in a very long time. It's been so humid at night and so hot at night. This is the first kind of cool evening. And I don't even know if they've been happening lately. I've been out of town and on the road, so I'm just really enjoying this and being able to hang out side stage and watch these artists play. The vibe backstage is so lovely. Everyone is watching each other's sets, and it's so fun to see that. But that's one of the things I love most about country music is the family aspect of it. But Midland was just over there watching all of Carly's set. I've seen Brantley over here. Callista's hanging out. It's just been so beautiful, and it makes it even more special when everybody's in it together and rooting for each other and cheering each other on. It's just the best. And the crowd out there is great too. It's funny, the way the stage is, and also I'm so short, even though I have on like giant platform shoes tonight, but I can't can't see the crowd really, but what I can see is people way up on the bridge that are walking that can see the stage from the bridge, and it's just covered with people. It's so cool to see everyone gathering to this area downtown and enjoying this lovely Grand Prix that we're having after the Grand Prix. I love this. I hope we keep this up year after year. Thank you so much to Big Machine and Scott Brichot for making this thing happen down here, and especially to the Grand Ole Opry. Bringing the whole stage out here, setting up the barn, getting the band going. It's just the best. And it is fun to see everybody from the Opry outside of the Opry. We don't all get to see each other that often anywhere other than in the Opry building, but it's really awesome to see everybody walking around. And I'm so glad that you guys are with us tonight and tuning in, just like it's a Saturday night, but we're just doing it again on Sunday. We had so much fun last night. We got to just keep the party going. But it is truly a beautiful night of music, and we ain't done yet, so y'all better not go anywhere because we are keeping it going right now. Circle always keeps the music going, whether it's in their original programming or on live concerts like this that are just so special. I was telling you guys about last night's Opry. I hope that you get the chance to see it if you didn't tune in. And I've already heard from a few people that they saw it last night and they loved it so much that they watched it again today, which is such a big compliment, but I understand why, because it was such a beautiful evening. It was just another wonderful celebration of John Anderson and his legendary country music. That tribute album too, I've been listening to it. It is so good, so y'all have to check that out. I've been telling you about the sweepstakes that you got to enter, and I want to say it one more time because y'all, this is so cool. I'm having to refrain from entering myself because I would really love an F-150. But the Ultimate Truck and Trail Sweepstakes is going on right now thanks to Circle. You can win a 2020 Ford F-150 that had performance upgrades that were all built on a TV show on Power Nation's Music City Truck Show. So they're giving away that, but they're also giving away a Polaris ATV and a trailer to go with it. So go to circleallaccess.com/truck and trails. You just have to write out truck and trails. So circleallaccess.com/truck and trails, and you can win yourself a 2020 F-150, which would be so cool and so helpful to everyone. But then you'll be that person that has to help everybody move, because that's what happens when you get a truck. Sorry, Daddy. My dad has had to come bail us out of so many times on the road when our van would break down, and he'd have to bring his truck and come help us haul the trailer home. That's just the way it goes, because you can't ever rent a vehicle and haul a trailer. They won't let you do it. But thank goodness for Colonel, because he's always bailing us out of a mess. Now, there's a lot of other shows on Circle that are amazing that I haven't even touched on tonight. One of them is Dinner Drive with NASCAR racer Kyle Petty. He's got Dinner Drive with Kyle Petty. Now, you can tune into Circle for a new season Thursday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. And he visits friends in the sports and entertainment world, takes a spin in their classic cars, and talks shop, life, and more with people like Pitbull, Darius Rucker, football star Herschel Walker, and so much more. And the new season is going to feature John Oates and John Rich. So how about that? Two of the greatest Johns from two of the greatest duos ever, John Oates and John Rich. Man, I was just out on the road playing a festival, and John Rich and Big Kenny were both there. They were playing a set, and it was so cool because they had Runaway June come out on stage. And the reason that they had us come out there, they had a bar set up on stage, and they had everyone from their crew that has served in the military. Every single veteran on that stage back there came out, and our job was to pour them a shot. Wasn't a bad job at all. And then we all took a shot together, and everybody that had served had stood up in the audience too. So of course we always want to thank everyone that serves, is currently serving, and has served in our military. We thank you so much for your service. I cannot say that enough or stress that enough. Now, a few others. Oh, actually, I think we are getting ready to go back to the music. So I'm going to toss it back to the stage, y'all.
Damn! Where my treasures at? So where my treasures at? See you and me ride like Bonnie and Clyde, old 95 butter that works for 9 years. Looking for the law while I push my luck. A season pass shotgun like it ain't no thing. Turn the radio on so the good to say right. my shoulder. It don't treat this side, man. The side of girls more than the dirty side, yeah. She happy one day can marry you. Tonight is vibes, Music City Grand Prix. Grand Prix. It's going down tonight, y'all ready? Sweet toast to the good times. Oh, y'all get your drinks up high. Everybody feeling alright. 'Cause tonight is vibes. Throw it all down, rock this quiet little country town again. Drop a tailgate on Detroit, yeah. Find a kid in the view, you can get all right. Looking at you like that. You wanna slide over me like a what's up, what's up? Got these vibes. Throw it all down, rock this quiet little country town again. Drop a tailgate on Detroit. Find a kid in the view, you can get all right. Looking at you like that. You won't try to be like those. So tonight is bound to get more. Tonight is bound to get more. Yeah. How y'all feeling out there tonight? Wrote this next song to a brother of mine, Mr. Cole Ford. Cole couldn't be here tonight, but he wanted me to tell y'all he loves you. See, we wrote this song years ago, and a fella by the name of Mr. Jason Aldean picked it up and put it on the radio, made it famous. We'd like to play y'all our version tonight, if that's all right by y'all. If I can remember how this thing goes, I'm gonna need y'all to sing along, amen? All right, let's see what we got. Yeah, I sit I'm chilling on the dirt road, laying back, swerving like I'm George Jones. You smoke rolling out the window, now it's gonna be sitting in the console. Memory lane up in the middle light. Got me reminiscing on them good times. See them turning off a real life driving, that's right. Hitting an easy street on mud tires. You're back in the day, Boss Farm was a place to go. Throw the truck up, hit the dirt road. Jump the wall, watch spread the word. Like the bonfire, they call the girls. Can in the Marlboro, man. Jack and Jerry were a few good things. We can learn how to kiss and cuss and fight too. Better watch out for the boys in blue. Now the small town, he said, she said. Ain't it funny how rumors spread? Like I know something y'all don't know. Man, that is getting old. You need to mind your business, man. Watch your mouth. Boy, have to knock your loud mouth out. I'm tired of talking, man. Y'all ain't listen. Motor Rose, what y'all missing? Chilling on the road. The way we live in our southern ways. You were like cornbread and biscuits. This program here we fix it. See, I can take y'all where you need to go. Down in my hood and back in them woods. We do it different right here, that's right. We'll show you the good and we do it all night. If you really wanna know how it feels to get off the road and trust the four wheels, man, jump on in.
Tell your friends we'll be raising hell out in Nashville. Hold on, girl. Lay back, shooting like a Joe's job. This will happen when NASCAR be sitting in the console. Yeah. Memory lane, little lights. She got me reminiscing on the good times. Sitting, turning on the real life driving. That's right. Keeping easy straight on road times. What you say, huh? From a small town in North Georgia, raised on some the Baptist malls in the front row pew for the Sunday roll call. Everybody praise the Lord. Y'all grew up learning how to hunt and fish, how to bust a 12-gauge pump and not missing life without work. That's just a myth. Never listen when he talking shit. My dad taught me how to stand my ground. Be a man, but we'll never back down. Don't start a song, but if he's talking trash, you better throw the first punch and whip his. Be somebody, make a name for yourself. Life's hard to go through, hell, there comes a time when you gotta slow down. That's what we do, and now when we chillin' on, you're laying back, you small, and that's gonna be sitting in the car.
Well, hello to all of my live streamers. It's Natalie Stovall coming at you from downtown Nashville with the Music City Grand Prix going on. And this concert that we're having tonight after the Grand Prix, I mean, we're just doing it big. We got the Grand Ole Opry with us. The Opry Band is getting ready. It's just been the best. Now, for all of you that are tuned in on the live stream from all around the world, y'all know I love you, and I love that you tune in to so many of these over and over again, especially those Saturday Night Opries. We're so happy to have you. Thank you for being with us tonight. And you've heard me say this, I'm sure, a few times, but for those of you that don't know, Circle is expanding. We are everywhere right now, guys. We are on Dish Channel 370, so if you're looking for Circle, or if you know somebody that's searching for Circle and they've got Dish Network, check it out on 370. And you can also find us on so many other ways, like Sling TV. You can get us through connected devices through Roku Channel, Samsung TV Plus, Vizio, Peacock, Zumo, Friendly TV, and so much more. But for any information that you need about Circle or the programming or great concerts that are happening live like this one, you can go to circleallaccess.com/watch. Now at this point you would think that I would have that list memorized of all the different places that you could get Circle, but they keep adding to it, and so that is the great thing. They also keep adding to that programming. I've been filming brand new episodes of my show, The Southern Weekend. We've been having so much fun. I mean, I grew up in a little town called Columbia, Tennessee, just outside of Nashville. And I grew up here, so I know a lot about Nashville, but one of my favorite things about getting to host Southern Weekend is not only do I get to talk to really interesting people, but I've discovered so many cool places here in town. We go to places like ice cream shops or guitar shops, and I've even gotten to do a lot of adventurous things like some of those outdoor obstacle courses. I was 60 feet up in the air. It was one of the scariest things I've ever done. I love heights, but it was truly one of the most terrifying moments of my life doing that obstacle course on these little ropes, and ooh, I was determined to get it done. But y'all can check out the Southern Weekend. We've constantly got new episodes that we are filming right now. The new season is airing. I love getting to do that show. It's been a little tricky lately to get those episodes filmed because I've been out on the road so much with Runaway June. But like we've been talking about with all the artists here today, it is so beautiful to be back on the road and to be seeing your faces in person. It has just been incredible. I mean, the energy is overwhelming, and I think that that is still lasting from those 2 years when we didn't get to see your faces. We were just talking into a camera like this, but I always feel like I'm talking right to you guys, and I appreciate you so much for tuning in. And every week you always are sending us comments, and you comment on my socials, and it's just the best because I feel like I'm getting to know you guys. Now, I also want to tell you guys about a contest that's happening on. One of the cool things on Circle is that they are giving away things a lot. I get to tell you about all the giveaways and the sweepstakes that are happening. I just found out about this one, and this is so cool. Y'all, it's the Ultimate Truck and Trail Sweepstakes. So Circle Network is giving away a truck. Yes, a big old truck. They are giving away a 2020 Ford F-150 with performance upgrades. They even upgraded this sucker. Built on Power Nation's Music City Truck Show, to be exact. So it was on a show where they jacked it up. It's so awesome. We're going to be giving that away. And they're also giving away a Polaris ATV and trailer to go with it. How cool is that? So don't miss your chance to win the Ultimate Truck and Trails Sweepstakes. Enter at circleallaccess.com/truck-and-trails. Again, go to circleallaccess.com/truck-and-trails. Man, I mean, to win a 2020 Ford F-150, I could use that sucker. I could also use a new trailer to haul all of my sound equipment around. It's not my favorite thing to do, but it's nice when you got a good truck and a good trailer to do it. It is amazing. And you guys, there are also so many other shows on Circle that we've been talking about. There's a new documentary called Born in Bristol that is incredible about the birth of country music and those Bristol sessions that happened 95 years ago. It's a documentary talking about that whole experience. But right now, you know the drill. We gotta get back to the stage.
I usually have a long spiel here, but if you're in the house tonight and you're active duty and you're a veteran in the United States military,
Oh yeah.
I understand that saying thank you for your service does not cut it. With that being said, though, I'd still like to take my hat off to you and say thank you anyway. So me and the boys up here think there's something to say for anybody who goes out fighting for their life or fighting for their country. And we say it's one hell of an amen. Dutch City ain't got along. Each smile should bring it on. If you think I'm scared, you got me all wrong. No, little cancer can't break me. My arms round me, I believe. You're with all these, started praying. Don't need it. It's a hell of a day, man. It's awesome. Active duty guys and girls. I've got a 2-year-old little girl and a 4-year-old little boy. Thank y'all so much for giving them somebody to look up to and somebody I can teach them what a hero is when they're old enough to understand. Thank you so much. God bless y'all. All right, folks. We've reached a point in the set where I think it's safe to say that things are about to get a little bit rowdy. I met a fella a couple months back. We got together, wrote some songs. We just hit it off like we've been brothers forever. And I gotta tell y'all, I'm about to bring a man to the stage. He's gonna set this town on fire. Proud to know him, proud to call him my brother. Y'all give it up for Jelly Roll.
Hell you.
Nothing feels better than staying in the front of the hometown crowd. What's up, Nashville? And this is the Grand Ole Opry, so we got a little bit of home field advantage tonight, y'all.
Yes, sir. You think they ready? All right. Y'all fasten your seatbelts. This is called the Son of the Dirty South. Tatted up, I'm gassed up, I'm throwed off, and I'm buck wild. You're loud and rowdy, I'm a son of the Dirty South.
Something playalistic, really smoking whiskey, sipping something like my mama's kitchen, gravy biscuits. Back roads, I'm still tipping. Wood wheel, I'm still ripping. Staying strong, no butt kissing. Old school, butt whipping. Girl from the bottom, nothing is a problem. So get 'em, I got 'em, I promise. My roots are blue collars, the boys from the holler. Do anything that they can just so we're down. People to the yard, playing our cars. I'm like, hello, I'm high. I'm on a trailer, boy. Dipping with the double black job. Yeah, I'm a son of the Dirty South. Got a tripping, I'm watching them with dirty mouth. Biggest stitches on the hill, raising rebel, let you better never trail. Come on, something, drinking, smoking, cause that you can get on. Tatted up, I'm gassed up, I'm throwed off, and I'm buck wild. Loud and rowdy, I'm a son of the Dirty South. Yeah. From a place where they mix rock, country, and hip hop. Somewhere between 3, 6, and Kid Rock. Cash all black, this that old school flavor. Sipping something, ripping more lines than notebook paper. Outlaw spirit, I got it stuck up there again. Bad boy, we all know good women love trouble men. Music crank loud, won't turn this down. Peaceful people, but believe it, we gon' burn it down.
Yeah, I'm a son of the Dirty South. Got a tripping, I'm a washing, I'm a dirty mouth. Picking switches, I'm a real raising rebel, let you never trail. Trouble drinking, smoking, house that you can bet on. Tatted up, I'm gassed up, I'm throwed off, and I'm buck wild. Loud and rowdy, I'm a son of the Dirty South. Where my patriots at? You know some folks won't change, will stand for the flag, only kneel and pray. It's a land of the free, because of the brave, from the cradle to the grave. We were made in the USA. I'm a son of the Dirty South. Got a tripping, I'm a washing, I'm a dirty mouth. Switches, I'm a little raising rebel, let you never trail. Going something, drinking, smoking, not that you can put on. Tatted up, I'm gassed up, I'm throwed off, and I'm buck wild. Loud and rowdy, I'm a son of the Dirty South. Loud and rowdy, I'm a son of the Dirty South.
This man deserves more flowers than we can give him, y'all. This is a legend in our presence. Y'all make some noise for Bradley Gilbert!
Thank y'all for coming out. Thank you for the Grand Ole Opry and the Music City Grand Prix for having us. Much love, man. God bless y'all. We'll see y'all soon.
It was good timing. He's not going to be on camera. Hey everybody, it's Natalie Stovall here, hanging out downtown for the Grand Ole Prix, the big old concert that the Grand Ole Opry is throwing right after the Music City Grand Prix. How much fun was that? That was amazing. Okay, and I have a very important announcement because I just happened to be chatting with some of the guys that are over here from the Tennessee Air National Guard. Now, they were supposed to do a flyover today, and it got canceled because of the rain delay and some of the shifting of schedules. But what I really, really want to say is congratulations to General Tommy Cawthon for 38 years of service. He was the Chief of Staff for the Tennessee Air National Guard. So congratulations on your retirement, and thank you so much for your service, General Cawthon. That is awesome. I'm so sorry the guys didn't get to fly over today, but at least we get to say congratulations to you on your service. Woo, we love our military. I see those boys over there right there. I'm so glad that I got to chat with you. Thank you for letting me know and giving me the heads up on his retirement. That's just amazing. Y'all, and speaking of amazing, this concert was incredible. How about Jelly Roll getting up there on the stage with Bradley Gilbert? He was holding out on us. I didn't know that was about to happen. That was so cool. And I know I've been talking about it tonight, but this is one of the most gorgeous and beautiful nights I have witnessed in Nashville in a long time. I can see the moon. The moon is shining bright right over the walking bridge. I see it's lit up in green tonight. It's just so cool. And I love having big events like the Music City Grand Prix being here in Nashville. It's so cool that we've become a hub for so many different sporting events and concerts and all kinds of different activities. This is just the best. But I love having our Grand Ole Opry stage in the middle of downtown like this. This is so cool. I love getting to share music with anyone and everyone, but especially when the Grand Ole Opry is involved. It always makes it even more special. And we sure are having a good time making sure that we keep that circle unbroken on the Circle Network. It's all about the circles over here, but we love our Circle Network that has been doing all things country music, all things country lifestyle. They've got so many great new programs. I've been having a blast filming for the Southern Weekend. I've been getting to meet a lot of artists that I've never met before. You never know what they're going to do. They always have us end up playing a song or kind of jamming together for a little bit. And I've gotten to explore so many different unique places in Nashville that I didn't even know existed. I mean, some of them, like getting to go to Roberts and getting to go to the Glenn Campbell Museum, some of those I know are here and I've been many times, but then I get to see all kinds of, oh my goodness, look at this superstar straight off the stage. Jelly Roll.
Well, I hope I'm not the only one who came over here sweating. If not, I'm going to be the clear-cut alcoholic of the crew.
Nope, every single person has said, oh my goodness, I'm sweating profusely.
Okay,
I'm
good.
so sorry.
I walked over here like, whoo, I smell tequila.
Dude, this necklace is incredible.
Well, thank you so much,
That
man.
is awesome. I was talking to Brantley earlier about y'all's tour coming up.
It's
I'm
incredible.
so excited about that, and especially a little teaser there. Getting
Wasn't
to
that
see
cool?
that was so
I thought
awesome.
about, especially for the Grand Ole Opry, I was like, this is awesome. This
It
is
really
totally
is.
different. I love that. I feel like we brought a different vibe to the opera every time we came at this point. So
I
that's
think
cool.
you do, and it's something that we need. We need to keep expanding country music. We love that.
Amen.
That's what
Thank
it's all
you.
about.
Thank you.
Now, you had your Grand Ole Opry debut not that
I
long
did last
ago.
November. It was insane.
It was insane.
One of the best nights of my life. But you know, more recently I got to play with Craig Morgan.
Oh.
And you know, I never thought something would be cooler than my debut. And it actually, I thought was even cooler than my debut.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I got to come sing with one of the songs that made me want to play the Grand Ole Opry.
Wow.
You know, with the guy who made me want to do it. So it was just...
So Craig is
know.
the guy that made you want to do it?
Yeah, I first got out of jail, and I'd heard the song Almost Home when I was incarcerated. So I Googled who sung it when I came home, because I didn't know.
Yeah.
And I Googled that person live in Nashville, and it said Grand Ole Opry, and I've been a bunch since I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I went and I sat about 5 rows back by myself and just cried the whole time the song played.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, true.
That
I'll
is
never
such
forget
a
it.
beautiful story.
Yep.
And so then the second time you played the opera, you got to play with
I got
Greg
to
Norman?
play and sing Almost Home. We held it together till the end, then we both ugly cried.
I've seen him ugly cry a couple times on the Opry. I love it. I love it so much. Do you remember much about your debut? Because that's one of the things that happens. People kind of black out.
I remember everything.
Really?
I remember backing into the parking space and seeing my name tag on it and how well received I was from this kind guy at the gate in the back. I said, "You're not going to believe this. I'm making my Grand Ole Opry debut." He said, "Then you must be Jelly Roll." That was the security guy back. And right then I was like, "This is awesome."
Isn't it great? It's such a family back there.
Yeah, it always feels that way. You know, I was just telling somebody that they're also undermined the prestige of the Grand Ole Opry, but the staff is the coolest people on earth.
Thank y'all so much for being here with us at the Music City Grand Prix Opry. It has been such an incredible and lovely night. Until the next time.
Alright, y'all, thanks for hanging with me. It's been a fun Music City Grand Prix. You guys have been badass to hang with. But until next time, we'll see y'all later. Peace!